Hello. You always get like one of those, there's like teeny tiny little plastic mini hands. And have those like just hold them inside my jumper and just go, hello.
Why do they make me?
There's
a woman on Instagram and she has the filter on that she looks like she's a child.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I love her. She just cracks me up and she's like, ask the questions that need to be asked of teachers. But
yeah, they're irrationally funny. Like they shouldn't be as funny as they are, but they just are. Good morning, everybody.
Is that technically afternoon?
Oh no, it's afternoon. I keep doing this every episode. I just can't. I think I'm just stuck with it now. Yeah.
I haven't had the email for the message from LinkedIn to say we're live on LinkedIn.
Oh. There is a little bit of delay, remember? It's a couple of minutes delay. Yeah, I don't think... No, I haven't had it either. If you can see us on LinkedIn, give us a little wave in the comments. We should be. I don't know. LinkedIn's been a bit glitchy the last 24 hours. It may just be me.
Yeah, no.
It may just be me.
I'm just going to have a look.
Oh, no, we are live.
We are live. Are we really?
We are live. We are live on LinkedIn. Yes, it's just gone to the thing and it is playing. It's starting off with us doing this. That's going to be the thumbnail once it finishes.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Yeah, it's not going to be anything at all flattering. It's going to be us doing silly little tiny hand.
Yeah, no, it hasn't come up on my notifications, but I don't think I said I was coming, so that's probably why.
No. This is Michelle's. Michelle almost didn't come.
I just totally forgot what time it was. It's like, is it 12:30? Is it 12? I'm like, I don't freaking know.
I got a message like, was it 20 minutes ago? And you went, what time of one today? And I went 12. And you went, oh, let's get dressed then.
Yeah, I just come out of the shower. So I was like lying on my bed with my towel on, going, LinkedIn. I was like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, my friend talks about towel time all the time.
Towel time.
Like whenever we've been on holiday together, she always has like a little bit of time earmarked where she has a shower and then just like sits in her towel for like 45 minutes, an hour afterwards. Yeah. She loves it.
Yeah. Sure. It depends though, because you can get a bit chilly, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it's got to be warm.
Yeah. Warm towel time.
Oh, when you put it on the radiator and then you get out of the shower and it's like all toasty and warm. Oh, yum. Yeah. What is it that in the human design when you like love like coziness and warm things?
Oh, it's like your environments.
Yeah.
We've got the same environment. We're both valleys, aren't we?
Valleys, that's what it is. Yeah. We just love cozy and comfy and warmth and snuggly things.
And context.
and context. In our environment?
We are just in general.
Okay, just in general. But yes,
welcome. Talking to somebody about this, like in depth, this week. So yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to WTF, Women Talking Facts.
The way you think again.
You are joining a very sleepy me and a slightly harangued Michelle. So I'm not sure how today is going to go. I think it's going to be fine. But this is the weekly live where Michelle and I bring you our picks of misogyny from around the world and the Tinternet. Just this week. Just this week. We're going to show you some videos. We're going to show you some screenshots. We're going to talk about why we hate them. Invite you to comment and tell us why you hate them. And then at the end, we have a little segment called the FAFO segment where we show people that got their comeuppance after being terrible humans. So that we do send you away with at least a little feeling of joy and satisfaction, just a little bit, because we don't just want to make you mad and then send you off to have to deal with the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been doing this for 18 months now. 18 months. And still, don't promote it. We don't clip it and share it.
We use this. We use this as our catharsis, because you could literally just be existing on the planet at the moment with the like, what the fuck, and this is our way of getting it out of our brains and getting and so we can move on with our lives. This is like our church. This is us going to church.
Take me to church, Michelle. That's what we're doing. Yes.
I nearly started singing the Hosier song. I love that song. I won't be able to do any justice.
That's a good song. That is a good song. Yes. And so if you're here, welcome, especially because we don't promote it except just sticking it on LinkedIn last night. I always say after the event, I go, right, I'm going to put next week's on right now. You can't set recurring events on LinkedIn, which is really annoying. You just have it like, this event runs every week and here's the link because it's the same link every single week. No, you have to go in and create a new event for every single week, which is really annoying. But, if I had a landing page and people could sign up by email to just get the link and have it in their calendars, then they wouldn't have to remember.
Yeah, but that's on the list with the going on Spotify, setting up the merchandise, blah 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 blah. We honestly, the fact that we've got a retreat happening and it's pretty much like 80%.
Oh my god, yeah, almost sold out.
Is amazing, given like how brilliant we are at.
Especially seeing as we both individually have about 10,000 different offers and products and stuff that we sell and try to do on a daily basis. So I think it's good that we just show up every week, actually. It's enough. It's enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway. So my name is Felice. I am the founder of Loud Women. I left my high-flying corporate marketing job 5 years ago to start my small business and work with female business owners at kind of small to medium-sized level, so that they can claim their space, understand how to market themselves without feeling like a wanker or like they're on a hamster wheel, and just show up with the audacity of a mediocre man, because they deserve it. All the fucking audacity.
Your book's over there. I'm not going to.
Sorry.
Waving it.
When I'm not doing that, I love to take down misogynistic men on the internet. So you will find me on LinkedIn. My weekly post, which is Dickhead of the Week, which comes out every Friday. And I wrote a book called The 6 Dickheads You Meet Online, which is all about the 6 archetypes of bad faith commenters that you will find showing up in your comments, and how to inflict maximum damage if block and delete isn't your vibe and you're fully committed to being an ungodly menace. Like me.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I had such a lovely message from my oldest bestie, Nicola, this week to say that you are adorable and she's so happy that we work together.
I thought that was so cute that adorable was the word that she used. Because for my audience, they're like fucking brilliant. For the people I take down, they're like fucking dick.
And then Nicola thinks you're adorable.
Love Nicola. Thanks, Nicola. I am adorable. Look at this face.
I know. And then Sophie Jane Lee put a link on the post about what's the best thing to come off LinkedIn. I'm like, Felice, didn't have to think about it. Because we just met on the internet, didn't we? Like weirdos.
We did, yeah. We just met on LinkedIn and now we're like besties. And we do this and we're running a retreat together and we message each other constantly all day, every day. And we work together.
3 phone calls on Tuesday.
Yeah, we did 3 phone calls. Yeah, they're like my go-to. That's crazy. That's the good side of LinkedIn, is that it does bring us together with awesome, amazing people.
Yeah. So yes, my name is Michelle. I am an organisational psychologist, coach and author of books around good girl deprogramming, which looks at all of the ways that society keeps women and girls behaving through the use of torture. They torture us. They torture us, and we are tortured.
It is torture. Yes, it is torture.
So yeah.
And you have how many books?
I have 2 books. One for grown-ass women and one for teenage girls without any swearing in. And I'm really, really toying with the idea of book number 3. at the moment.
Yeah.
So it is interesting.
Yes. And I know what it is, and none of you do. Special. Yeah, it's going to be epic.
But I have to finish my love, sex, relationship coaching training first, because that is.
Yes.
I can't do too many things.
Yes.
So I can.
Yeah.
Actually, I think doing too many things is the reason.
You can't.
Yeah. It's probably the reason why I spent the last 3 weeks in bed with a bad back.
Yeah. As your business coach, you're not allowed to do anything else right now. But yeah, of course you're going to, because Michelle ignores most of the advice I give her. But
well, I use it as rage bait on the internet as well.
Yeah.
We had a public spat, didn't we, this week?
We did, yes. Did a public spat, because I told Michelle something, she disagreed with me, so she took it to LinkedIn. She's like,
everybody sat on the fence, so that's fine.
Sat on the fence. I'm like, we don't want to pick sides. It's like Sophie's choice.
Yeah, especially James. James was scared about picking sides.
Yeah. To be fair to James, I was like, if you don't pick your wife, I am going to kick your ass. Your wife, your girlfriend.
That's like James got a wife.
James got a wife. Yeah, it's like if you don't pick her, if you don't pick Michelle's side.
Well, you know what though, because you come up here quite regularly, and I think he would be scared.
James is a bit scared of me.
Yeah, it's sensibly scared of you,
as he should be. Yes, all men should be scared of me. But not late. I love the late.
It's like, who's afraid of little old me?
Yes. I love the women, and I love the non-binary folks. I love the trans women. I love all of them. Could all come into me.
Unless you're a dick.
Yeah, unless you're a twat, then, Yeah. I'll still defend you, but I don't have to like everybody.
No, you don't.
In fact, I don't like everybody. In fact, I don't. I love dogs. I have all the dogs.
I sent you that thing this week. Like, there's a really funny Instagram video I just saw. It's like this woman appears out of nowhere. She's like, "Can I pet your dog?
Can I pet that dog?"
So we were walking around Durham. You literally stopped everybody with a dog and asked them to pet their dog, which just made me giggle. I have pictures of you with little tiny dogs and massive, huge dogs.
Yes, I do. Yeah, to be fair, that's most of my interactions with people is asking them if I can pet their dog. And not in a weird way. I do have a dog. I just love them. Yes, that's most of my interaction with people. And if I could get away with not talking to them at all and just petting the dogs, then I would. But you've got to ask. You have to ask permission.
Yeah, because it'll bite your face off. Like one of those.
Yeah, those dogs. I'll leave them alone.
Okay, so what are we doing today?
We're starting with. Let's get into it, because the men have been menning. Yeah, a few women were womening.
I'm still traumatized by that woman that said that there's two types of women: good women and a warm wet hole. That's from last week. I'm still it just keeps going around my head. It's like, how much do you have to hate yourself and other women for you describe half the population?
And this is how far it's shifted in such a short space of time. Like 3-4 years ago, if somebody had said that on public television, like the people would have demanded an apology from the broadcaster or whoever it was. But this woman has been put in a position of power in the US government, in the immigration department. So not only is it just okay now to say this on regular TV, we're just actually putting these people in charge of the fucking country. Like, that's how far things have shifted. The things that people are saying just on regular broadcast TV now, they would have been fired for or cancelled for, or But it was always there. It's just they feel emboldened now. People are just saying it's okay for you to say out loud now. But anyway, should we kick things off?
Yes.
Yes. Which one would you like to start with, Michelle?
Oh, the post I put on LinkedIn this morning around
let's do it.
Around the two global superpowers. Just this photo. Honestly, it just filled me with like.
Tell us what this one is for anyone that hasn't seen it yet.
So Trump took a delegation of billionaires and lackeys to China to meet the Chinese government. So we kind of know that the Chinese government is all patriarchal, it's full of men, blah, 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 blah. It's not, it's kind of whatever. But it's like, how many millions of people live in America, and they couldn't find one person of color, one woman to come on this diplomatic mission, the two global superpowers. It's just, it's insane. So yeah, the optics, somebody put out actually on the fact that they put a floral arrangement in the middle as well. Just yeah. So I did post this morning in a rage.
Yeah.
Because if this is a meritocracy, and you know what the bonkers thing is, we know that diverse groups make better decisions, make more money, are more caring, like consider things other than themselves, you know,
come up with more creative solutions, are more strategic, because they have different viewpoints. And this whole thing was about them coming together to try and find solutions for the climate crisis. Yeah. And of course, most of them have a vested interest in that not being solved, not being rolled back.
So I was trying to figure out who was actually there. So instead of taking diplomats, he took he took the billionaires, didn't he? So
yeah, I mean, to be fair, they've got the resources to actually fix shit, so maybe they are a better yeah.
And Elon Musk embarrassed himself as well, which is standard, isn't it? Did you see that?
What did he do? No.
So there was like a whole group of them on some stairs, and he's there with his phone doing selfies. It's just everybody else is like behaving like an adult, kind of, and just this. It's just So yes, it's Elon Musk.
This is what they wanted, though, isn't it?
BlackRock, Boeing, Visa, MasterCard. It's like.
But this is what they wanted. They wanted only men to be around the tables. I mean, they've been systematically. They've been systematically sacking all of the women, even though those women have been like the biggest supporters and the foot soldiers for the patriarchy. He's been busy sacking them all so that they can take the fall for all of the shit stuff that they've been doing. But yeah, this is what they wanted, all men. I wonder if anything positive came out of that session. Were you going to see any change?
No,
probably not,
because they don't have any interest in making any change.
No,
they don't want change, because if they change, that means they have to give up some of their power.
Well, I mean, you know, half of these people don't even believe that the climate crisis is real.
Yeah.
So, I mean, taking that attitude into the room isn't.
No, they want to say the status quo is what they want. Or other ways of taking as much money off of the populations.
Yeah,
maybe.
Women just need to take over at this point. We need to have like a full-on coup. Just get rid of them all and have all women around the table. Thing is, if that picture was all women, people would be kicking the fuck off about diversity. But when it's all men, it's like they're so used to it. That's the standard. That's the norm.
So yeah, it's infuriating. So I might have dropped an F-bomb on.
Yes, you did. I thought it was very. Yeah, bloody ridiculous. Yeah, I think that's the appropriate response.
You all suck. You all suck.
They all suck. And sticking with the politicians theme, so this is Lee Canning, a Reform MP, tweeted out. I'm not even sure what it was in response to, but he's taken the tag off. It says, like most women, with a bit of drink in her, she acts like a stupid fucking slag on a night out. He has since disabled his Twitter account. I think he got some fucking hate for that. But yeah, these are the people that are being voted in. So these are the people that were, we've now got, like stupid number of reform local councillors after the local elections. And these are the kind of men, and they want to convince us that they care about women, and they're all, we must protect the women. Yeah, from men like them.
It's all protection with these people. It's all protection.
Yeah, you can't be both the abuser and the protector at the same time.
No, but I have been vicariously, actually not even vicarious, I have been enjoying all of so there's been a hardcore porn actor that's been elected as a councillor. There's been a couple of people that were like aren't eligible to actually stand, so teachers, so people are already in the council. Some people who actually thought that they were going to be an MP, and now Nigel Farage was going to be the Prime Minister. So,
oh my God,
stupid, so fucking stupid.
Yeah, the number of people, the general public, who thought they were voting for a general election, like, I just don't understand. I can't comprehend that level of stupidity.
Yeah. So in Sunderland, where my ex-husband ran as a councillor for Lib Dems, he didn't get in. He didn't come last, so bonus
that's
points.
all right then. Yeah.
One of the reform candidates on Twitter wrote that there's so many Nigerians in Sunderland, so we need to melt them down and use them to fill potholes.
Yes, I saw
and
that.
Then,
and when
was it Tice? Tice went on. As just basically didn't condemn that language. It's like,
would not condemn it.
People suck. So bad.
Yeah, but this is apparently what passes for representation of us as a nation.
2 councillors have already passed away as well, which is interesting. As in before the vote.
Yeah.
And another one
passed away as in
no, they were already dead. Yeah, they were already dead.
Yeah.
And then there was another AI candidate as well. So yeah,
and I think there's two that have been one that's resigned, and another 2 that have had to step down for some reason that we don't know about since the election.
Somebody, a guy in Wales, is a Singapore national or something, that wasn't actually allowed to be.
Yeah. It's just a shit show. Just a shit show. Yeah. When the results came out, I thought I feel a bit ashamed to be British at this point.
This is going to sound really awful, but it's like, when we were 18 and stupid, and we went to like Tenerife with the girls or whatever, and you just
I never did that, but yes,
it's that. We're just going randomly invade another, like, a holiday destination, and it's just Britain on sea in the sunshine.
Oh yeah.
Vibe is what I feel for the whole of like reform. I'll go and hang out in Spain and whinge about foreign food. Those type of people.
Although interestingly, the number of conversations I've had with people that have like family and friends who voted reform, who are absolutely shocked because they see their friends and family as being like quite educated and quite reasonable and thought of them as fairly liberal, and then finding out they voted reform and they're like, holy moly. So it isn't just but some of it is around the promises that they've made for small business owners and trade, tax breaks for trades. So I think, and this is the thing, isn't it? People will put aside.
They can't do that. This is a local election. They don't have the power.
Oh yeah, no. Well, it's the same as Brexit, isn't it? They've run and built popularity on things that they actually can't ever deliver. But we're not expecting them to deliver anything. They didn't deliver anything they said they were going to for Brexit. So it's just fabrication and lies. They know it.
I know.
But but you have to spend some time. We talked about this last week. You have to spend some time digging into it, listening to all sides of the argument, seeing the research and the data, listening to independent sources to then be able to fact check the things that they say. And most people don't have the time or the resources or the understanding of how to do it. So that's how they get sucked in.
It's insane.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't watch the news last week because every time it's like Farage's frog-faced. And
him and Ty, they're both of them together are just terrible, terrible human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. And then there's all this like £5 million gift thing that the Farage has just randomly been given, no strings. Oh, it's just exhausting.
I know.
And then they're trying to drag, what's his face?
Zach Polanski.
Yeah, Zach Polanski through the mud because apparently he didn't pay the right amount of council tax for his houseboat. And he's gone, oh shit, I thought it was fine.
With everybody else.
And he's
paid it. He lives in a £2 million house as well. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, and then like literally trying to drag him down because they know he is the only other leader that has popularity right now. Like people are over Keir Starmer, they're done with him. People don't want to vote Conservative. The Green Party is coming up in their popularity, and so of course they have to try and smear his name and drag him down while doing all of this bloody shady shit in the background and be like, it's not us, we're not doing anything wrong, we're not doing anything wrong, Charles. No. Yeah, look at this guy, he didn't pay the right amount of council tax, and he gone, and he checked into it, he went, shit, yeah, you're right, and he's paid it.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh yeah, he lives in a £2 million house. He lives in a £2 million house that's a flat share, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they're just trying to throw mud. They're throwing mud and seeing what sticks.
I know. It's painful.
They can't take him from us. They can't make me hate him.
No.
Unless some actual evidence comes out of him doing something actually shady and that evidence is good and real, like a videotape of him doing something, then you can't make me hate him for the stuff they're trying to smear us.
No, it's insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
And you may even break my lifelong Labour vote and vote Green next time.
There's a YouGov survey that came out a couple of weeks ago, basically saying if only 16 to 50-year-old women voted, it would, in a general election today, it would be a Green Party landslide.
Oh, I love that for us.
Yeah,
I love that for women. This is why we should be in charge. Just
let's protect the planet. Yeah,
protect the planet and vulnerable people and elderly people and women and children. It's all of those things.
So yes, welcome to our party political broadcast on behalf of the Green Party.
For the Greens. All right, cool. Where are we going next?
Oh, fucking knows. Hell, probably.
Yes.
Which should we do the underbabied thing because that's funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Rather than tragic. My last one's
Americans
horrible.
are underbabied. What does underbabied mean? 1 in 3 Americans are underbabied. What does underbabied mean? That means that you either don't have any children or you have less children than you would normally want to have.
We have, as Dr. Oz pointed out, a fertility crisis in this country right now. The fertility crisis for women began in 2007. For men in 1970, men had twice the sperm count as our teenagers do today.
I just can't believe that this is what they're talking about.
Teenage sperm count.
Yes,
it is creepy. It's creepy. Donald Trump slept halfway through. Had a proper snooze during that, and his lip went, and I was like, oh, it's having a stroke.
It's happening.
No, it didn't.
He just chopped off.
Yeah, and it's just like underbabied. If you look at the fact it's like $30,000 to have a child, it's like, if you wanted a family of 5, you couldn't afford a family of 5 in Trump's America. It's just like, are you mental? Just generally, what the actual fuck is all of this? Underbabied. You probably could say that the entire administration is overbabied as in their children. It's just, it's the pits.
They just keep making up these words as well, these phrases that they want to keep. They would just like, and then they just keep repeating them like it's an actual thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, under babied. But also I like the fact that
teenage boy sperm as well. It's like, I can't even talk properly.
Well, even teenage boy sperm now is half what it was for a grown man in 1970. So that tells me that men are the problem when it comes to not having enough babies. They've not been taking care of themselves, and their sperm counts like all over the fucking place. So surely now they should start bringing in laws to regulate men's bodies and force men to like eat better and do all of the things that improve and increase a man's sperm count. Surely,
or it could be nature's way of saying there's too many people on this planet.
I see too many men. I think it's just nature's way of saying there were too many fellas. We were never supposed to have this many fellas. Like back in the day, boy babies didn't survive at the same rate as girl babies. Even today, we still have. This is why we have slightly more women in the world than men. Girl babies are stronger than boy babies. Yeah. And back in the day, before we had medicine, those boy babies just died. Yeah. And because of men's risk-taking behaviour and all of that kind of stuff, they died more at a higher rate. So back in the caveman days, which all the podcast bros love to chat about, there weren't that many men around, but you didn't need them. Like one man could impregnate the entire tribe. You didn't need them. They were not. It was surplus to requirements. You get some fucking hate for that.
If anybody was watching.
If anyone's watching. Willow's watching. She's just, hey, Willow. Yes. Oh, one singular fan.
Yes.
He comes back again and again and again. Oh, no, we do have Kathleen as well. She's a regular.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Willow. Nice to see you.
Oh, dear God. Right. What's next, babe?
Where are we going next? Oh, okay. This is another one of these hell is slightly freezing over because
you agree with Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan.
No, Piers Morgan's agreeing with you.
I was like, it's my respect for Piers Morgan just gone up a little bit. This one. So this is, oh God, the guy talking is, Glenn, what's his name? Gavin. So Gavin McInnes, who is the founder of Proud Boys, which is basically a far right. Yeah. And this is him on Piers Morgan with another woman on a debate.
Morons.
You're British.
Yes, my mother.
Why are you occupying America?
What's your citizenship?
British, American, Canadian.
You can't be three. You have to be dual national.
That's also a myth.
You don't have
dumb
three
bitch.
passports.
Whoa! What did you call her?
Yes, you can.
What did you call her?
Can. I called her a dumb bitch.
Well, can you apologise, please?
Sorry, that was a bad word.
Thank
I lost
you.
my temper.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it is actually. I just think, why would you do that?
I got mad. I used a swear word.
You just used a disgusting phrase to a woman.
What? Have you not been in an argument before? You use swear words in an argument. We're going to dwell on this like you dwelled on homegrown and ignored what's really going on here, which is
I tend to pick up on things. I think what people say, particularly when they get angry, can be very enlightening.
So, yeah, we see he tried to
he's over babied.
He's over everything. Overlived, I think, as well. It's getting on a bit. I think maybe it's time for God to cut his time short. He called her. There's a very, we don't need to say this. There's a very big difference between using a fucking swear word and saying you're a fucking dumb bitch. Those two are very, very different things. I swear a lot. I don't swear at people.
Yeah,
I don't call
name calling.
Yeah,
you haven't got any argument, is it?
Very names.
Like,
no, and then when he was called out on it,
No, right.
when yeah, when he was called out on it, he was like, I was just, you just swear when you're in an argument. No, that's not what you were doing. That's not what you were doing. We all know what you were doing. And yeah, that particular term is thrown at women. We know exactly what it means. And we know exactly who the men are that say that particular insult to women.
The men that are threatened by women.
Yes, he is a terrible, terrible person. A misogynist, a racist, a white supremacist. And that's how he talks to women. And again, on pretty mainstream public TV. So that wasn't, I don't think that was aired, that clip, but it was put on the Piers Morgan Uncensored, where they share the clips of that, because obviously they could put that on main broadcast TV.
I know.
Because it's so outrageous.
It is, and we say this every week, but it is frightening how much these people that we used to have as frequent flyers of evidence of like they suck, that they are.
Oh yeah, he still sucks. Piers Morgan still sucks.
Okay, good.
Like on balance, he still sucks. But I have seen, but I think he's just, when he's faced with people who are even worse than him, and that's where we've gotten to now, is that even the people who were consistently pretty terrible people, even for them, they're like, even I take offense to that.
Yeah.
Like, that's too much even for me. Yeah. And like we said, we're not agreeing with them, they're agreeing with us.
That's true.
I think in the face of even worse behaviour, they suddenly grow a conscience.
Yeah.
Yes, that guy, honestly. But also, I'm like, why are we platforming people like that? We know who they are. We know what they're about. Like, I
rage sells. If it bleeds, it leads. It's like,
yeah. But what happened to responsible journalism?
Exactly.
Not platforming people that have really harmful, hateful, bigoted views. Like, let them talk amongst themselves in their little corner of the internet. Why are we inviting them onto a panel discussion when we know exactly what they're going to say? Their ideas are not worth debating. They're not worth giving the airtime. If we can't all agree that being a racist white nationalist and a bigot and a misogynist is wrong, then we have to debate it. Like, we've gone seriously.
We have gone seriously wrong. Yeah.
Seriously wrong somewhere.
Yeah, because it's rage bait. It's
yeah.
It's just like, us on LinkedIn, when we start like whinging about something, then everybody else starts whinging about it, and then some men come in that disagree with us, and then everyone starts fighting in the comments. That's how we go like viral-ish on LinkedIn. If you want to say that this is an epic work that I've done, LinkedIn's like,
we're not showing that. That's rubbish. Yeah. Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody cares about the work you do, but slag Tony Robbins off.
Yeah.
I had to give up on that post. It grew arms and legs, and I was like, I can't deal with this shit.
Sometimes you've got to just let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
See, yeah, Glenn, I'm just kind of, when I think of Proud Boys, I'm thinking like of some kind of queer, like queer cabaret show or something. That's what I'm thinking of.
I would watch that. That sounds fun.
Yeah. We've got the Lady Boys of Bangkok in town at the moment for Brighton Festival. And honestly, I'm so excited. I haven't booked my ticket yet, but I need to go and see them. And that, to me, when I hear Proud Boys, that's what I think of.
Yeah.
It's like a queer male cabaret act. I totally go and see that. But this particular Proud Boys, not so much. But again, we already established that a lot of these men are closet homosexuals, and
that's the problem. That's why they hate it.
That's why they hate themselves. They hate women because they don't actually want to sleep with women. They don't like them. They hate themselves for doing something that they think is so disgusting. So they just have to just be nasty people to everybody. Honestly,
and then,
if homosexuality,
and then go on Grindr.
Yeah. Like so many of them are doing that in secret anyway. If we as a society could wake up tomorrow and decide that homosexuality is absolutely fine, even for the most, but I mean, as a society, even for the most masculine men, so many of these men would just stop hating on everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we that's the campaign, we need to like make homosexuality cool for like really alpha male types. So way to do that. Yeah.
I've got better things to do, quite frankly, but yes.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying we. Yeah, we've got better
good.
things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like lie on the sofa and watch Vampire Diaries all afternoon. You know.
Do you know what I've just discovered? I honestly, some of my shows are such guilty pleasures. Off Campus on Amazon Prime. It's kind of, you know, like Heated Rivalry and Kissing Booth and those kind of films where it's like, you know, the SWAT and the jock like butt heads, and then she ends up tutoring him, and then they kind of fall in love, but he's like at the moment helping her to like hook up with this other guy, and you can tell they're going to end up together. It's just silly nonsense, fun, and that's what I'm going to be doing later this afternoon.
Yeah, so while I've been laid up with a bad back, I've watched entire 8 whole seasons of Vampire Diaries, and now I'm on the originals. And then there's Legacy. So there's like, I've got
you've got loads.
I know.
Yeah, you got loads. I'm rewatching Supernatural for like the 20th time. And
some of them are really scary though. Some of the episodes.
Yeah. I'm on the season with the Leviathans. I don't really like this season that much. Don't really like it. I find it a bit boring. So and because I've watched it so many times, I know what happens. So there are a good few good episodes. So I just got to skip through to the ones I like.
Who's your favourite Winchester?
Oh, well, it varies, and also it depends. So early Dean, later Sam. John is a terrible person, but I would bang him any day of the week.
Daddy Winchester.
And twice on Sunday. Yeah. I loved him as Denny. I loved him as John Winchester. Didn't like him quite as much as Negan.
No, I stopped watching The Walking Dead when he came into it. So I was like, I love him, and I can't see him.
Later Negan. Yeah, if I can forget what he did, later Negan, when he's kind of reprieved himself a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe
his baseball bat, I was just like, I'm out. I'm done.
But yeah, I think we agreed that it would be a Winchester
sandwich.
Triple sandwich. Yeah, all of them.
Can I get a high
anyway,
five?
Yeah. And any other Supernatural girlies, drop in the comments and let us know who's what pick. We should do like Shag, Marry, Kill.
Could just be shag.
Like if you had to pick. Yeah, no, it's impossible. Anyway,
we have gone so far off piste.
Detour. Where are we going next? Oh, okay. So I feel like we needed that because we're about to hit the really gross ones.
Trigger warnings.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us about this story.
Yeah, can you scroll down? Yeah. Just to have the picture. Okay. So a lady with Alzheimer's, 61. A lady with Alzheimer's got lost and flagged down a stranger, Adrian Long, who looked through her details, found where she lived, took her home and raped her. That's horrible, obviously. Yeah. What is even worse was that the Crown Court gave him a suspended sentence.
Yeah.
The impact that this has had on the lady, her family, just it's like, and that was premeditated, you know, just I think
he tried to argue that it was consensual, despite the fact that he picked her up and she didn't even know who she was or where she lived.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
just saw this and it just broke my heart. And he walked free. If he'd been convicted, and he'd gone to jail because this is not going to be his only offence.
Well,
Let's just
he
say
has
that.
been convicted, isn't he? He was found guilty. He just wasn't given any prison sentence.
I know. There's no deterrent.
No, and we're seeing this all the time with
child
rape
porn.
and child sexual. And I generally think it's because they don't have room in the prison, so they're just sending them back out.
Why don't we take the fraud people out of the prisons, or the shoplifting people out of the prisons, and put the people at genuinely risky?
Yeah, the 70% of women that are in jail for violent crimes against their abusers. Maybe they should all be given suspended sentences.
You're more likely. So I saw a statistic this week. You're more likely to spend more time in jail for killing your, the domestic abuse man than you are as the man killing.
Yes.
Your partner.
Yep.
For fuck's sake.
Although it wouldn't help the situation because women only make up 4% of the prison population anyway. So even if they did let out all those women, there still wouldn't be enough spaces for all of the rapists and abusers and
child porn people
and child porn men out there. So yeah, they just. The thing is this is the same government that talks about violence against women and girls is like an epidemic and it's just crazy and we need to protect our women. And they talk about, well, let's kick the tiny proportion of immigrants out to protect our women. But yet the vast majority of men who are, in court every single day for offences like this and being found guilty every single day. I think I looked up the stats the other day and it's the equivalent, I think 3 men are convicted every single day in the UK for sexual offences against.
We should just be able to put them on a rocket, Elon's rocket, and just send them into space.
Yeah, and they're not going to prison. They're not being kept away from women to protect them, and we know they're guilty. But yet here are all these other men who haven't done anything wrong, apart from a teeny tiny, minority. And they build more fucking prisons, kick out the people that don't need to be there. Have something else, but to take somebody who is convicted of a violent sexual offence and kick them back out into the community and just trust that they'll follow the steps, that and not reoffend is just wild. It's wild because we know the reoffending rates are huge. Yeah, really, really high.
Yeah, Kathleen would be up for talking about vigilante gangs at this point.
Yeah, we all would. Yeah. I think so. That's the natural next step because you can't tell women, trust in the process and, that's why we have the law and then the law fails them at every single turn. Every single turn. We've got women who, when they do report, nothing is done. They're treated like they're overreacting. That woman last year, she reported her ex-partner 10 times to the police and nothing was done and he ended up killing her.
Well, it's the same as the lady in Bristol last week who got blown up. The grenade. Yeah. He was known to police.
Yeah. I think she may have even had a restraining order.
She did.
Not fucking worth the paper it's written on. Or you have instances, which happened a few weeks ago where a woman reported her ex-partner. He then reported her, maliciously reported her, and she got arrested and he didn't. And then obviously they were like, he made it up and she was eventually released. But she got arrested and he didn't. So, at some point, women are going to say enough is enough. And I don't think anyone can blame them.
No. One more.
And finally, we have... Now, obviously, we all know that Joe Rogan is a piece of shit. We know this.
Standard.
His podcast is terrible. And we've heard this before from plenty of other men, but this is an older video of Joe Rogan that resurfaced recently and has been doing the rounds. And this is what we are hearing from these podcast men right now. So a little bit of a trigger warning because it is really gross.
Random age limits. 21 to drink, 18 to vote. And how come if a kid graduates college at 16, he's a genius? But Tracy Lords does some fantastic films at 16, and suddenly it's wrong. It's against the law. Well, listen to me. I've seen those videos, and that was no innocent little girl. Who makes these?
It's the crowd.
Yeah. So a 16-year-old girl has been exploited.
Mm-hmm.
She is a child. 16-year-old girl has been exploited, and been forced to make, child sexual exploitation images and videos, because she cannot consent to that at that age, and the men want to use that as an argument for why they should be able to basically fuck young girls. That's what they want to do. They want to adultify girls, teenage girls, so that they don't look like creeps when they try to date them.
Yeah. Like Russell Brand last week, the other week.
No. If the age of consent was lowered, they would all go lower. Every single one of them. When they talk about, they wouldn't go any lower than 16, or they wouldn't go any lower than 18, it's only because that's the law. If the age limit was lower, they would go lower. And talking about this, that's no innocent little girl, except she was. Before this happened to her. She was. And she still is. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's
asshole.
Just gross. They're so gross. And he's so old and fat and gross and disgusting. And oh gosh, just the idea of him perving over girls, over teenage girls, is just, God, it makes me want to rip my own skin from my body. It's that gross. It's that disgusting. And the crowd is cheering these disgusting, gross, fat, ugly men.
I know.
And I don't regret saying a word of that. It's horrible. They're horrible. And this passes for fucking influencers. This passes for role model. This is role model. He's a role model for men.
Oh yeah, and he was massively influential in Trump's second thing. Yeah.
Give me a fucking break.
Which he actually regrets, apparently.
I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck if he regrets it or not. He did it. There is no There's nothing you can do to take any of that back. But this is the kind of stuff he was saying long before, him supporting Trump. I couldn't give a shit. Could not give a shit, because he's been doing this shit way before he ever got anywhere near Trump. He's been a problem for a long time. But it's the same shit. We're seeing the other podcast bros say the same stuff, the way they talk about young girls. And it's just interesting, isn't it, the way we try and race girls into adulthood, and while at the same time being men, still into their 20s. So, they're young, they're just boys, they're not matured yet, and yet they'll talk about a 16-year-old child like this, because they're disgusting.
They are.
Yeah. Okay.
Deep breath, babe.
All right. We have a FAFO.
Do we?
We have one, I think. Or we're two. We have two FAFOs.
I said one's not really. It's kind of yeah.
You sent me one, and I have one. Cool. I think mine is more satisfying than yours, so I'm going to put mine on second.
Yeah, that's fine. Mine. Oliver said that it's rage bait for us, but I find it so telling.
Okay.
I can assume you're sexually active, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I ask you, how important is it to you to also make the girl have an orgasm?
Not important.
How come?
Well, because, the amount of extra effort that's required to do that is just not going to really have much ROI. So
my God, they're such teenagers.
I don't, well, it's true. I mean, really.
That means return on investment.
Well, yeah. So, like, you know, you're gonna have to spend at least an extra half hour more than you usually would doing some.
That's not true. It depends on the girl. They don't just there are girls that can finish, especially if you go there because let's be honest, if you're just doing one night stands, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah. But if you're trying to satisfy a partner and maintain a long-term relationship, having them enjoy the experience is obviously important. The workaround there, the ultimate solution is a vibrator, dude. It completely eliminates that entire effort.
That's kind of like cocked in my opinion.
You really think so?
Yeah, I would say so, because think about it, right? Now you're sitting there with some stupid vibrator, like you know what I mean? Like that's okay. So what I'm simply saying about the ROI thing is you're telling me that there's not an activity in that, you know, even let's just call it 15 minutes, just be realistic. In that 15 minutes that you could be doing, that's going to guarantee a long-term relationship. Like that seems silly. Like in 15 minutes, I could, you know, get, you know, set up to do my steak stream. I could do just a million different things. Like I could take an important phone call, whatever. And that's
I'm just trying to think of this explanation to the girl as to why she's not finishing. I set up my kick stream right now. I can't do this shit.
I just
it's lots of words to say that they're not very good at sex, isn't it?
I mean, it's all just rooted in this idea that sex is for his pleasure and women's pleasure is secondary and a bonus and nice to have, but it's not essential. Which I think if you were to ask the women in these situations what ROI they're getting from having sex with these men, they would say fucking none, and would probably then not sleep with them again. I mean, the ROI is you get to keep your partner.
Yeah,
you know. It's not one day she just dumped me out of nowhere, and I go, oh, did she? Did she?
Yeah.
Having, you know, we've all done it. We've all been in relationships with men that, but you know, and that part of the relationship just isn't that satisfying.
There's a whole song about it, Lily Allen.
Yeah, and they don't really want to take any feedback or learn. And after a while, you don't want to have sex. And why would you? Why would you? You know, men want to have sex, not. You know, if you know 80% of the time men had sex, it ended before they finished. Like, what would be the point in them doing it? They would stop doing it.
Yeah, honestly,
but it's fine.
We're being rage baited, but I'm just like, I feel a bit sorry for him. I do, because it's like there's nothing. And why would just I love your partner happy, you know? It's like
I would just love to see these men like call him out properly.
And then it's like
snigger like school children. Yeah. I'm like, if you want to challenge him, like challenge him. If you actually think it's important, like I would just love to see men challenge each other and just actually properly and confront them with their bullshit rather than this like giggly teenage shit. It's just stupid. They're all stupid.
They are stupid.
And they should not be allowed to have a podcast. Take the mics away. We should be you need intelligence tests before we give people a microphone, men.
Yes.
We give men a microphone. Yeah.
Insane.
Okay, and last one. Now, a little bit of a trigger warning. The first part of the video is a little bit distressing to watch. But I tell you, there is a fucking satisfying ending. So I'm going to play it because I needed to see this.
Macie konie ponawią!
Wytrzeźwienie. O, i jak ci chuju zdjęcie zrobią i później będzie, kurwa. Pojebani na tym.
Przyjebie mnie.
Tu jest kamera!
O, już kiebały, już jest fantastyczny. Bryja dostał.
Out fucking cold.
Pięknie.
Yeah. Any sensible human knows, don't walk behind a horse, first of all.
And don't pull its tail. And that horse was starting to buck already.
Mm-hmm.
That hoof smacked him in the fucking, like, he's got some broken bones. His face is messed up from that kick. And I love to see it. Absolutely. Karma, swift and painful.
Mm-hmm.
Because why did he need to go around doing that anyway?
No, he's just showing off to his friends.
Even with animals. But again, why are men impressed with that? How is that showing off to their friends?
Exactly.
Like, fellas, come on.
I know.
Like,
cruelty is so
stuff,
fun, isn't it?
Yeah. Why is cruelty to animals like fucking social status amongst some men? I just don't understand it.
So
don't understand it.
A couple of years ago, it's longer than a couple of years ago, a while ago, Newcastle and Sunderland were playing football, and it was in Newcastle, and Newcastle lost because they keep losing to Sunderland. And I have to put a disclaimer out there. We're a Sunderland family. Anyway, this guy comes out. He was so pissed off with the losing, he punches a police horse.
And how did that go?
Yeah, he got done. Yeah.
It's just, I mean, they go home and punch their wives and their girlfriends, so they take it out on anyone and anything that's nearby.
There's a police. There's a member of the constabulary sitting on said horse, and some absolute moron.
Yeah,
who we are told that we are the emotional ones.
It's just stupidity at its finest.
Yeah. So,
but I like it when the karma is swift.
Yeah,
we don't need to wait around for that to find out what happens. We don't need to like hope that he has like the day he deserves. That guy got kicked in the face by the horse really hard and knocked him out, and that guy got arrested and sent to prison. Well, got arrested and charged. So
yes, but also, when Newcastle lose, we always say, lock up your horses.
Yeah. Yeah. And your women and children, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, that's it for another episode
of Dickhead of the Week. Dickhead of the Week.
Yes. Yes. That's it. We are done. We hope you enjoyed it. Nobody enjoys it. We hope that you took something from it, and it was in some way cathartic for you and not just rage inducing. But we will be back. Yeah, I mean, we can't really. It is. Yeah, we. It is what it is. But we will be back next week at the usual time of 12 o'clock with another episode of WTF.
Was that aimed at me?
We like 12 o'clock. Just checking. Yes, it was, because we were 10:30 last week. So we got another 5 weeks of 12 o'clock before we do another early one. So yeah, we're at 12 o'clock for the next few weeks. And if you see any examples out there in the wild and you think this is the kind of stuff that Michelle and Felice cover, please feel free to DM us the links. Obviously, we don't have to go looking for anything. It's just there, and there's always more that we have to shortlist down to. But still feel free to send them to us, and yeah, keep coming along live, keep commenting, and tell your friends if you want them to have a shit time too.
If you want to ruin your friend's weekend.
Yeah, if you want to be a shit friend and ruin their day, tell them about it and then come next week. And yeah, that's it from us, and have a great afternoon and a great weekend.
We start how we begin.